Hey guys, what is up, and welcome back to the KBA. Now, I know it's been a while since the last episode. These actually take a while to produce, and I also want to give time to the team owners to make any moves they want to do before the next episode, so I do apologize for that. It's been a little bit over a week, I know. I'm sorry, but doesn't matter because we're back. As you can see, today is the trade deadline, and no, I'm not going to stop simulating because not a single team... Wait, yep, okay. Not a single team made a trade. No, nobody, not a single player made a trade at all. I don't know why. I don't know who. I couldn't tell you. So today's episode is gonna be basically a mid-season recap, follow-up, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna go over each team. I'm gonna look at stats. We're gonna do the whole shebang. I'm gonna skip over the teams that need owners, but I'm gonna announce those right now. We need a Warriors GM, a Wizards GM, a Nets GM, Pacers, Hawks, Raptors, OKC. We need all of those players, all those teams to be filled up. So if you'd like to join the league, be a part of the league, those are all teams that are open and willing to be, you can own them. You could be their GMs. I don't know what else to say. That's all you need to know. Those are all there. And then also, obviously, the expansion team that we voted on in yesterday's episodes, or not yesterday's, but last episode's comments. Those will also be available at the end of the season. A couple more episodes before we get there, but this is the trade deadline. Absolutely no PTs this episode. I do apologize. This is a pretty much, we taking a look around the league. So first off, I'm going to start with upcoming free agents. These are all the players that are going to be free agents, come free agency. I'm going to give you an idea of what they're thinking all right now. And then until then, obviously you can't make any offers for them right now. But when it comes to off-season, if you pay attention to this video, so maybe take some notes if you want one of these guys. I'm going to give you a little DL, I'm basically going to explain the cases for each of these guys. Kyrie Irving, I think if we want to keep it look at that. It says right there, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't test the free agent market. James Harden, he might re-sign with the Nets, but not before he tests his value. So James Harden most likely gonna re-sign, but he wants to see what kind of money he could get other places. Same things with Kyrie Irving. I believe Zion, we're going to skip. Anybody who's, I think, on their rookie contract, I'm going to skip. I might be wrong about that. You could still offer Zion, but I'm pretty sure he's either restricted or on his rookie contract, so he'll resign. Bradley Beal right here, he's gone. He's out. He's leaving Washington. There's no chance that Washington can re-sign him this year, so... other teams, look at that. Anybody could get Bradley Beal. Well, if you have the cap room. Zach LaVine, he's going to test the free agent market. Doesn't mean he's going to be leaving. He's just going to try to see if he can get more money than 19 mil. John Morant, we're not even going to look at. LaMelo Ball, not going to look at. Russell Westbrook, he only has one more year. He's leaning towards re-signing with the Lakers. Michael Porter Jr., we're going to skip. RJ Barrett, Ayton, Jackson, TJ Warren, though. There's no way he's re-signing. He's done with the Pacers, so look out for that. He's never going back to the Pacers. Valanciunas, there's no way he's going back to the Pelicans, so look towards that. John Wall already decided he's going to test it. Doesn't mean he's going to leave the Pelicans, but he wants to see if he can get better money. The man's on a $44 million contract. He shouldn't even be, he should be getting that in general, though. Let's keep going. Joe Ingles. He's just going to test the free agency. Wendell Carter Jr., there's no way he's re-signing. I don't know if he's on his rookie contract, so this is another player that actually could be leaving. So it depends on what the rights are, but if the rights are, not bird rights or, the setting that lets them re-sign no matter what money you have and, they kind of can't sign with other teams, bam, the Rockets aren't getting him, but it depends. It's hard to explain right now. We'll see when we get into free agency, and I can show it, but right now it's kind of hard to explain. Another player wanting to test the free agency is Nurkic. Andre Drummond has a good chance of getting paid. I'm leaning towards taking that chance right now. Oladipo, I'm not made up my mind, but I think he wants to re-sign. Doesn't mean he will. I might re-sign with the Hornets. Emmanuel quickly, doesn't matter. LaMarcus Aldridge, if the season ended today, there's no way he's re-signing with the Nets. So he's done. He's done in Brooklyn. Dante DiVincenzo, he's not going back to the Bucks if he gets a choice. I think he actually does get a choice. I think he's out of his contract now. Ibaka is going to test free agency. Portis is going to be maybe testing free agency, who knows. He's seeing what he's worth and trying to see more money. What else we got here? Enes Kanter, man, he's ready to, he never wants to go back to Boston. If you look at real life, he doesn't want to be there either right now. It's kind of funny. I grew up as a fan of the Horn, really? That's an awful team to be a fan of, but okay. So he's not leaving. Other than that, I don't think there's any other big names that we can look for. Cody Zeller, he does not want to be with the Trailblazers anymore. Al Horford, he wants to stay in Boston. Okay, other than that, I don't see anyone really worth anything. Dwight Howard leaving the Lakers. Okay, Patrick Millsap leaving the Nets. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. Ricky Rubio, not against returning to the Cavs, most likely going to. The rest of these guys we'll see when it comes to free agency. Not a lot of big names. Obviously, there's still 78 overalls. Carmelo's here. He's gone. Dude, the Lakers are losing every old head next year. Now we're going to move over to the award races along the league. This is your MVP, your defensive player of the year, blah, 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 blah. As you can see right here, MVP is being led by Giannis, 34, 15, 6, 2, and 3. By the way, don't come at my neck because I round up or round down. If it's above 5, it goes to the next number. If it's under 5, you guys understand how to round up, I hope. So get that through your heads before you're like, no, Cody, he's averaging 34.1, not 34. I know, okay? Luka, 29, 8, 9, 1, and 1. Jokic, 27, 13, 9, 1, and 1. Yeah, James Harden is on there. He wants to re-sign. 26, 7, 9, 1, and 1. And then you got LeBron, kind of as always. I think he's always on these boards, even if he has a trash season. 25, 8, 9, 2, and 1. So he's having a pretty good season. We go over to the Rookie of the Year. It is currently led by none other than Cade Cunningham, led by the Australian man himself, Mr. Shat, averaging 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and not a block. He did 0.4 blocks. Evan Mobley is in second, though. Jalen Green is in third, who is actually having a really good season. He has my vote. Josh Giddey is fourth, and Scotty Barnes is fifth. By the way, reminding you guys, these awards will be voted on by you. This is not the game. These rankings are just the 5 people you can vote for. Obviously, I'm not saying vote right now because we're in the middle of the year, but right before the final sim deadline, the final active test of the year will be on the last episode, and it will require you guys to comment one award winner per, Rookie of the Year, Sixth Man, all of that. So look out for that. I'm obviously going to give a reminder when we get to one of the last episodes, but I'm showing these right now because these are all the possible candidates. You got Sixth Man of the Year with Andre Drummond, Colin Sexton, Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson, who's actually just traded to Phoenix. I don't know why it says he's on the bench. And then you got Serge Ibaka. So 2 Sixers, 2 Cavs. Little interesting there. Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis, Simmons, LeBron, Jonathan Isaac, and Anthony Davis. Most Improved goes over to Lonzo, Tyrese Maxey, Wendell Carter Jr., Jared Allen, and Bam. Other than that, those are all of the award races. You already know the All-Star, but the dunk contest was announced. By the way, the dunk contest, the All-Star game, all of that will be the next episode, and I'm actually planning on streaming that. So I gotta figure out a good time for the stream. I don't know when's going to be a perfect time for you guys or when, it would be good to stream this, but I will be streaming all of the All-Star stuff all in one go, so keep a lookout for that as well. We'll be watching the dunk contest, the 3-point contest, the All-Star game, and just kind of vibing out together in chat while we watch all the cool, festivities, those kind of things. That will be next episode, so episode 11 will be a stream, and we'll get to see Zion, Ja Morant, Hamidou Diallo, and Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. We don't know the 3-point contest dudes yet, so that we will have to wait to see. Actually, I lied. We can look at that right now because I just realized since there's no prime times this episode, I simmed right up to right before the All-Star weekend. So these are your 3-point contest participants: Tim Hardaway Jr., Jaylen Brown, Luka Doncic, I can never pronounce that right, Paul George, Curry, and Zach LaVine. Team USA is LaMelo Ball, Tyrese Halliburton, Evan Mobley, James Wiseman, Scotty Barnes, Cole Anthony, Anthony Edwards, Sadiq Bey, Kenyon Martin Jr., and Isaiah Stewart. Taking on Team World, led by Josh Giddey, Theo Maledon, Franz Wagner, Jonathan Cumbucket, Precious Achiwawa, Fettuccine Alfredo, Joshua Primo, Denny Avija, and Bruno Fernando, and Alfred Sengun. Why does everyone's name sound like pastas? I don't know. Season awards, you can look at these. I'm not going to say every single one. You guys have eyes. Tobias Harris is there twice. Don't know how. Players of the Month, Tobias Harris once. Good for you. And then Rookies of the Month, Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes, all the guys. Josh Giddey got there once as well. Quickly, I'm going to go through all the contract extensions again. So if you see anybody that says will resign and you want them to resign, let me know. Ignore everything else. I'm just going to scroll through, and if you see on your team a player who says will resign and you want to resign them, just DM me. I'll do it. You'll see it in the next episode, but I want to get these done pretty much ASAP, as done as possible, so we can kind of, you know, do everything in one big sitting, and I don't have to worry about, you know, players who you wanted to keep and you could have kept and you just ignored it. Those kind of situations aren't always the best. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Anybody who's watching this and wants to be a team, please let me know. We have like 6 teams open, about to be 7 when the season ends. Plenty of time to join. I will be posting this in other places, trying to get more people to join, obviously. But I do, you know, I want to fill up the league. It's been fun. It's been a good time. Honestly, these episodes don't get pushed out as often as they definitely could be, because chat's not as active as it could be. So just keep that in mind. I don't know. It's just, the chat's very dry. So it's hard because, like, when nobody does anything, it's like, okay, what am I going to do for this episode? Am I going to sit here, talk for 17 minutes, have 2 primetime games? You know, I want the teams in the league to make some moves, but that doesn't always happen, so that's why some, episodes take a while. Prospects, I don't even think we need to look at all of these. Right now, we're on the Sixers, so we can only see the green play. I'm going to look at the green players that the Sixers have scouted. Most of you guys will know some of them in real life. Maybe you won't. Paulo Banchero. We're going to go just to the scouting report and look at their comparisons, and then we're going to back out. So, Banchero from Duke, Serge Ibaka, Amir Johnson, Jabari Smith, Latrell Sprewell, and, that guy. Here we go. Look at that. Nikola Jovic, Amari Stoudemire, Thad Young. I'll let you know this guy's a beast. I'm using him in my Magic series. If you don't watch that, go check it out. That guy's a beast. He's wonderful. I don't even know who this guy is, but he's apparently Amir Johnson. You got Bradford Brown, Chris Bosh, or Derrick Favors, Chet Holmgren, AC Green, or Herson Ilyasova. Wow, I don't even know how to speak. Another Amir Johnson, Kevin Love, Danielle Marshall, Latrell Sprewell, Michael Foster, okay, who's this? Max Christie, Vinnie Johnson, Courtney Lee, Ben Wallister, Michael Thompson, Mojave King, Vince Carter, or Seth Curry. Those are weird players to be in the middle of. There's one more player that I want to see if anyone has any scouting on. Uchiha? I don't know how. I don't watch anime. This is Zoe. This is No Limit Zoe. He is the first created player that's not a real human. Well, he is a real human being, but he's not a real NBA prospect. So he's there. Eddie Johnson, Jose Calderon. Basically, he can shoot. Just letting you guys know that. Mock drafts right now. This is what the mock drafts are looking like. Not saying this is, exactly, because some people could get different lottery odds. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to go through it real quick. Spurs, Rockets. This is just the order. I'm not going to go over the players. You can look at the players if you want. But Spurs, Rockets, Pacers, Wizards, Timberwolves. Pick goes to the Bulls, Grizzlies, Thunder, Raptors, Sixers, Thunder, Kings, Spurs, Knicks, Grizzlies, Bulls, Nuggets, Knicks, Pelicans, Bulls, Grizzlies, Cavs, Celtics, Thunder, Grizzlies, Hawks, Warriors, Bucks, Pelicans, Mavericks, and the 76ers. As you can see, not everybody has their original pick. If I said your name and you see your little logo, that's, where you're projected to get the pick. If it says original, that's whose team it used to be. You could have traded it for it. Heck if I know. Let's go over to league standings. These are, the conference standings for both the East and the West. I'll go over East and then West. And I'll also, we can look at all this. We can look at the best offense, stuff like that. But I'm going to go through just straight up the order right now. So from number 1 seed to the 15th seed in the Eastern Conference, it is the Philadelphia 76ers with 45-13. The Brooklyn Nets 41-19, and the Bucks are also 41-19. You have the Hawks at 38-22, Celtics right behind them with 37-23, and the Bulls right behind them 36-24, and the Cavs right behind them with 35-24, and then it kind of drops off with the Knicks 30-29, the Hornets 27-33, the Heat are 26-33, Raptors 24-35, Pistons 22-36, Magic 23-38, and the Washington Wizards are 19-39. And then you got the Pacers at the bottom of the barrel. They are 19-14. If we look over here, the teams leading the league in most points per game are the Nets, the Bulls, the Hawks, the Celtics, and the Knicks. And the English Philadelphia 76ers, I'm just going to scroll. Points allowed per game, the Indiana Pacers are like the worst defensive team. These are the best defensive teams right here. Bam, I'm not going to read every single one. Got to do this quickly. Point differential, the Bucks blowing out their opponents when they do get their wins. Same thing with the Brooklyn Nets, and honestly the Celtics. I know 9.9 isn't quite a blowout, but that's a lot of points, and yeah, the Pacers are getting blown out pretty much every game they lose. So that's pretty sad. Let's move back over to the Western Conference, though, and we will read out the 1 through 15 seeds over here, which is headlined by none other than the Luka-led Dallas Mavericks. And then you got Golden State Warriors, 39-21. Los Angeles Clippers, 39-22. The Jazz are 36-22. Lakers, 34-24. Ever since they picked up D Rose, they're actually getting better. They were towards the bottom of the league for a while there, but now they're getting better. New Orleans Pelicans 33-26, Denver Nuggets are 29-30, Memphis Grizzlies are 28-32, Portland Trailblazers 27-32, the Phoenix Suns 24-34. They're struggling. I don't ever understand why. Sacramento Kings are 24-36, OKC is 21-37, Minnesota is 20-39, and the Houston Rockets 17-41, and San Antonio Spurs are 12-47, which is the worst team in the league by a large margin. They are getting whooped, just absolutely whooped. And when we head over to these league leaders, I'm going to go each category: points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. I'm going to show the top 10, and we're just going to move on, all right? I'm not going to read every single name and what their stats are, so we're just going to start with points per game. You got Giannis, Brown, Curry, Luka, Beal, Levine, Trae Young, Jokic, Tobias Harris with 27. I think you got Zion with 27 as well. We move over to rebounds. You got Gobert, Giannis, Capella, Jared Allen, Sabonis, Embiid, Jokic, Randall, Vucevic, and DeAndre Ayton right there. You got the assists: Simmons, Paul, Harden, Young, Luka, Nikola Jokic, John Wall, LeBron, Westbrook, and LaMelo. Over in the steals, you got Ben Simmons, Jimmy B buckets, or Jimmy G, it doesn't matter. Jimmy Butler, DeJounte Murray, LaMelo Ball, Mikal Bridges, almost said Miles right there, Chris Paul, OG Anunoby, Lonzo Ball, man, there's too many balls, bro, Drew Holiday, and Rocco Robert Covington. He always sucks in this game, though, so that's a surprise. Anyway, blocks, you got Rudy Gobert, Jared Allen, Giannis, Anthony Davis, Miles Turner, Mitchell Robinson, KD, Burke Lopez, Bam, and Christian Wood. I'm going to go over to triple-doubles, because triple-doubles are always really cool to see. Jokic has 20 on the season. Sabonis has 8. Simmons has 6. Westbrook has 6. Tobias Harris has 4. LeBron has 4. Harden has 4. Randall has 4. Giannis has 3. And Bam has 3 as well. And if we look at plus and minus, I mean, all the big names are here. Blake Griffin actually helps his team a lot, surprisingly. He is one of the higher plus minuses in the league, and he is not an all-star. So, hey, teams who need a player, Blake Griffin in the free agency, Robert Williams, Joe Harris, like these kind of guys, these lower guys, you know, they're not amazing, but they have high like plus or minuses. I would look into getting them. I don't try to give too many tips or hints or tell y'all what to do. Plus or minus plays into effect in my league quite a bit. Now, if we move over to the rookie report, points per game goes to Jalen Green, Cade Cunningham, Suggs, Mobley, Barnes, Bouknight, Primo, Franz, Giddey, and Corey Kispert. Rebounds over here, you got Mobley, Giddey, Barnes, Kuminga, Cunningham, Green, Wagner, Sengun, I don't even know, Bouknight, and Suggs. Assists, you got Giddey, Cunningham, Suggs, Barnes, Green, Mitchell, Wagner, Kuminga, Mann, and Mobley. Steals are Green, Giddey, Kuminga. Oh my god, that's not even his name. It's Cade Cunningham, Jalen Suggs, Bones Island, Scotty Barnes, Davion Mitchell, Mobley, Wagner, and Bouknight. Go over to the blocks: Mobley, Barnes, Giddey, Cunningham. None of them are even averaging more than 1 block besides Mobley. Not bothering going over that. I don't think a single one of them got a triple-double, so it don't matter. Team stats, I'll show this real quick and scroll through. This is the whole team, or the whole league, not just Western Conference, Eastern Conference. So we're scrolling through. We're scrolling through really fast, really quick. Bam, 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 bam. You guys can slow this down, put it into slow speed if you want to look at it. And then I'll scroll, and you can see in the top right who's who. So if I scroll here, you'll be able to see. I want to do the percentages. I'm not gonna do total stats because that's a little wild right there. You guys asked for this. I'll show it. But yeah, these are all the stats. You guys can pause them, slow it down. I don't know what you want to do. But here are the stats. Merry Christmas. Oh yeah, G League leaders. I don't think I've ever even looked at this screen personally, but Redick is hooping. He got like 24 points a game in the G League. It's like unfair. Aren't you retired, bro? You guys have also voted, and well, it was a pretty unanimous vote. Yeah, I think so. The Seattle Supersonics will be returning to the NBA this offseason. As you can see, Seattle Supersonics are going to be our expansion team. So, if anybody wants to wait till the end of the year to join as a team, wait until next season, don't want to join in the middle of it, there's your team. Just make sure you join the Discord so I know I can give you the role, get you all set up. But bam, Sonics, Seattle, they're back. They're coming back this year. That's going to do it for today's episode. A little bit of short and sweet. Pretty much just, letting you guys know what's going on in the league. Other than that, I'm going to end it here. Next episode will be a stream. I think I'm going to go ahead and fire that up tomorrow. Friday, right? Today's Thursday. Yeah, Friday, November 19th is when we're going to be doing the All-Star festivities as a stream, so come through, chill for that. We'll be live tomorrow, I believe, probably around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's usually the time I go live nowadays, so like I said, look forward to that. I'm excited to see you guys there. Series is going to continue to be going. I'll try to speed it up more as we get more members. Apologize, there's been a little bit of a lack of episodes. I knew that coming in, that these would take a while. They take a long time to record and produce, I'll let you know. Alright, they're not easy, but this episode was fairly easy, I won't lie, only because I had to just go through a couple screens. But when we do primetime games, I'll let you know, each primetime game takes me almost 3 hours plus. Almost. It gets pretty crazy. Thank you guys for watching this video, though, in all seriousness. This series has been a lot of fun to record, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I'm going to end it here. Make sure you leave a like down below. Comment, I don't know, comment something. I don't care what, just do it. Honestly, if you comment, like, chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, I'd be okay with that. Don't matter to me. Sub up if you haven't already. As always, I think everyone preaches that. It would be appreciated. Helps us grow. But other than that, that's all I got. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, Benny Boy Little Codeine.
I'm the bee's knees, these hoes, yeah, they just love me. Flow so cold, but my nose straight runny. Got a lot of bros, so don't act funny. Shooting off shots, gun hopping like a bunny. Run up on me, you a motherfucking dummy. You know I do these